Excellency, the Governor of Telangana and the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Deputy Director in charge, Sri Shashi Bhushan, Registrar in charge, Sri Srikant, Professor Jyoti Satyapalan, former Director Generals of NIRD who are present here, faculty members of NIRD, employees and students of NIRD. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all to the 63rd Foundation Day of the NIRDPR. Especially, I take this opportunity to thank Her Excellency, the Governor of Telangana, for gracing this occasion despite her busy schedule. And with her permission, would like to now go ahead with the presentation of NIRDPR. NIRDPR, as most of us are aware, is a 63-year-old institution which has made monumental contributions to rural development in the country. It started in 1958 in Uttarakhand, Mussoorie, as Central Institute of Study and Research and Community Development. Then in 1962, it moved to Hyderabad when it was called the National Institute of Community Development. Then in 2014, Panchayati Raj was added to the NIRD and it became NIRDPR. Now, NIRD has its headquarters in Hyderabad with branches in Delhi, Guwahati, and in Vaishali, Bihar. We have 21 centers organized in 7 different schools, and this is the description of the 21 centers. I would not like to go into the details of what each of these centers do, but they are up to speed in making valuable contributions to rural development in the country. And we have got 2 resource cells, the NRLM resource cell, National Rural Livelihood Mission resource cell, and the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana resource cell, which are also which are implementation units of the ministry and present in the NIRD. We also have a rural technology park in NIRD, which deals with grassroots technology and grassroots level interventions, because NIRD focuses its efforts on being a think tank for the Ministry of Rural Development and for capacity building the states and up to the district level, but grassroots level interventions we do through various technological initiatives through the Rural Technology Park, which operates on a public-private partnership model as a production cum training facility in the main. We have a very large, well-endowed library with more than 1.2 lakh books, and it is the largest collection of knowledge on rural development in Asia. We have an evolving vision for the National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj to have an inclusive and sustainable improvement in the quality of life of people living in rural India, which we want to accomplish through various perspectives which are given here. I would not dilate upon this. The mission of NIRDPR is to be a think tank for the Ministry of Rural Development and contribute to improvements in the programs, projects, policies of the Government of India, and also capacity building for the Ministry of Rural Development, for the state departments of rural development, Panchayati Raj, and up to the district level functionaries. We have a challenge in reaching to the Panchayat level for capacity building, which we want to undertake through the non-governmental organizations. This in brief is the evolving vision and mission of the NIRDPR, which we want to operationalize through various initiatives, which include creation of knowledge through our research initiatives and disseminating that knowledge through capacity building initiatives. A research-driven capacity building is what we are focusing on. Then we focus on technology and innovations. Because now the merger of CAPART with NIRD, appropriate technologies is a subject that NIRD deals with very substantially. In addition to work on the non-governmental sectors, making the non-governmental organizations accountable and efficient, we focus on high quality human resources. We want our human resources to be of high quality, especially our faculty member. We will be focusing on sustainable financing and value of money at some point in time. NIRD's corpus would be sufficient to sustain its activities, we hope. Then our focus is also on building infrastructure and process excellence. We are developing various centers of excellence with funding from the Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, and we're charting out various pathways for each school and center. And this is the way we want to operationalize the vision and mission. There are 6 areas of focus for NIRD, and these are given here: research consultancy, training capacity building, and policy formulation, technology transfer, academic programs, innovative skilling. So we also deliver a number of international programs with support from the ITEC, India Technical and Economic Cooperation, CIRDAP, Center for Integrated Rural Development for Asia and the Pacific, the ARDO, African Asian Rural Development Organization, so on and so forth. So we work with a number of organizations, including the UNICEF, the World Bank, and so on. We organize a number of conclaves, which include the Rural Innovators Startup Conclave, the RTP National Mela SIRD Conclave, Urban Clusters Conclave, State Election Commissioners Conclave, and a WASH Conclave. So we have a number of trainees passing through NIRD's portal. And last year, 2020-21, we had almost 1 lakh trainees pass through NIRD portals. And we undertake a number of research activities and a number of research projects funded both externally as well as by NIRD. And this is the description of the number of research programs which have been undertaken for over the past about 6 odd years or so. And this is about 355 research projects we have undertaken. Research projects are widely disseminated and also integrated in our capacity building efforts. In addition, NIRD also offers a number of PG diploma courses. There are 7 PG diploma courses. 2 are held face-to-face, remaining are held in distance mode. We also offer a number of certificate programs which are given here, including those on internal audit, social audit, rural livelihoods, natural resource management, and so on. We publish a flagship journal called the Journal of Rural Development. We also bring out the rural development statistics, which are well-recognized publications in the world of rural development knowledge. We have increasingly taken to offering our courses online through a portal called the e-Gram Prasiksham. As we talk, there are about 55 courses which are live on this portal, available to various functionaries of the government and others. We have also taken to hosting a number of IGOT courses, which is the Prime Minister's mandate. And typically, number of repetitious courses are taken online, and we try to induct new courses in their place. We recently organized a Mela, which is called the Saras Mela, which is ongoing in Delhi's India International Trade Fair. And on this pattern, the Saras Melas are organized in different states of India. Saras Mela of Delhi is the ideal Mela for the states to emulate. And some of the landmark achievements of NIRD that I now turn to, that we have trained almost about 5 lakh individuals and government functionaries. And we have trained about 8,145 delegates, and 1,317 research projects have been taken up. And we have recently evolved something called an SIRD grading, because NIRD operates in a cascading mode through the SIRD, States Institutes of Rural Development, NIRD being an apex training and capacity building organizations. We deliver our training programs and capacity building efforts through the State Institutes of Rural Development in a cascading mode. To assess the performance of the State Institute of Rural Development, we've developed a grading framework, and we're trying to also develop the SIRDs into regional centers of excellence as per our guidance by our Executive Council. Some of the landmark achievements of NIRD on the whole have been district planning, evolution of district planning methodologies based on rural growth centers model, then preparation of guidelines for the integrated rural development program in 1980, the model bills for Panchayati Raj and the model bill for the right to information have been nurtured and developed here. We designed the social audit methodology, and NIRD today is the largest knowledge repository of social audit in the country. And India is the lead social audit player in the world. So that makes us a very significant player in social audit. We have established the Rural Technology Park, as I was mentioning to you earlier. Some of our recent notable achievements are as follows: that we have launched the People's Plan campaign, which was launched in 2018 or so, and about 95% of the Gram Panchayats have now been brought under this, and typical output of about 2.5 lakh Panchayats under this is the development of a Gram Panchayat development plan, quality of which we are now trying to improve through various efforts. And social audit guidelines have been developed by NIRD for MG Narega, National Social Assistance Program, Prime Minister Awas Yojana, Grameen, Urban, and so on. We're now spreading our wings under social audit to move to the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and so on. We did a phenomenal study on 1 decade of MG Narega. Time and motion studies on the MG Narega are ongoing. Several states have adopted the schedule of rates developed by NIRD under the time and motion study. We've also developed a Panchayat Citizens Charter to empower the citizens and to demand services to be delivered by the Panchayat in a time-bound manner and as per the laid down standards. We've also developed guidelines for the Block Panchayat Development Plan, District Panchayat Development Plan, and for the effective integration with the Gram Panchayat Development Plans. We monitored 1.74 lakh kilometers of roads using the geospatial applications. 64 Saras Melas are organized in the country, and we facilitate the organization of these Melas through organizing one ideal Mela at Delhi. We recently launched the 250 model Gram Panchayat clusters to capacity build the Gram Panchayats and the Panchayats of various tiers by inducting young fellows and inducting various knowledge inputs, and to develop these as model Panchayats, which would be in turn spur the development of beacon Panchayats. Under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we have developed 93 programs, of which 42 have been completed. Every week we have one program ongoing under the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Technology transfer has been one of the strong points of NIRD. We've done phenomenal work in solar and wind technology transfer. National Rural Livelihood Mission's resource cell in NIRD continues to do very good work, and we are promoting and hand-holding about 3.5 lakh functionaries under the NRLM. The DDU GKY works as a central technical support agency for about 18 states in the country. We also act as an appraisal agency and a national resource organization for the Ministry of Rural Development. As I was mentioning to you, we've already developed an SIRD grading framework, which will enable the SIRDs to improve their performance and to deliver better results. We've also moved a lot of our courses onto IGOT, which is mandated by the Prime Minister. We handhold the farmer producer organizations, and we've trained about 1,700 board of directors, 400 CEOs, and about 400 producer organizations. The Honorable Minister for Rural Development wanted us to work on remodeling the urban clusters and developing different economic models to make the urban clusters sustainable. We've done a substantial amount of work in the recent past, which we are sharing with the Ministry of Rural Development to strengthen the urban clusters and their urban program. As I was mentioning to you, NGO's work was inherited by the NIRDPR because of its merger with CAPART. So our focus is on making the NGOs of this country more efficient and accountable, and we're developing different models to enable this. Then we have developed recent contracts for service delivery by the panchayats in the wash sector through outsourcing. This has been another significant notable achievement. And all these achievements have been possible through the efforts of the faculty with support to the Ministry of Rural Development, Panchayati Raj, and others. And I compliment the faculty and the employees of NIRD for making this happen and for making these significant achievements. And we have high hopes from NIRD faculty and employees to be able to take the nation onto the path of progress and to reach the expectations of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Minister for Rural Development. So on this occasion, we are beholden to commit ourselves to the task of rural development and development of the Panchayati Raj in this country. So in that direction, this Foundation Day, we are organizing few of these events which are listed here. We have a Foundation Day memorial lecture which will be delivered tomorrow. And we have a rural management institutes meet, which brings and together some of the institutes with whom we work and forge our relationships with these institutes. We have a director generals meet where the former director generals will be coming here and guiding us on our future vision and what we can learn from the past and take it forward to strengthen NIRD and its work. We also have some book releases and film festival. So this is all I had to say about NIRD, its recent achievements and some achievements in some landmark achievements of the past. And I once again thank the Honorable Governor for taking her time off to participate in this very in this event, and her presence is really encouraging to her to us, and we will look forward to her continued guidance. Thank you very much.